I'm gonna talk to y'all about something right now. How to create through depression. I know firsthand that sometimes depression can set in. And when it sets in, you probably just want to shut down and do nothing. 'Cause I know I was in that position at one point. And I did that. I didn't do anything. I gave myself time to be sad. I gave myself time to feel like I didn't want to exist. I didn't act on it, but I gave myself the time to feel that. I did it sober. I wasn't smoking any weed at the time. I don't drink. I just felt that. And it was hard. But at a certain point, I began to feel slightly better. And then I didn't again. I didn't feel better. So I just made shit. I didn't even like a lot of the things that I made. Just painted, just experimented, just did whatever. I just kept making shit and like putting it down and revisiting it later and adding to it and, just working, Staying busy with work or whatever the case may be is the best way to create through depression, because you're going to find your motivation again. You're going to find those feelings need to come out in some way. And a lot of times when you are creative, that faucet gets turned off, but it can always be turned back on. So you just need to give it time and even make shit when you don't feel like it sometimes. Sometimes even that becomes really good work and things that you can look back on fondly, Creating through being sad, being depressed is often a good way to document how you felt. So remember that. Remember that if you ever feel sad. Remember that, like, if you don't write things down, if you're not like a person who journals, like, your art's always going to be your journal, Even if you look at some of the random shit behind me, there was a time where I was in a really dark place, man. And like that one up there with the lips that says, find a reason to smile, blood coming down the teeth and all that dripping down, but it's like, there's always a reason. You got to stick around. And if you're depressed, just keep making shit. Just keep making it.